What's up, everybody? It's your big home in my effing building, the Fresh King, aka Angel Red Sapphire, aka Big Boss in the building. I am your host, and you are watching the Powerful Moments podcast. And welcome. And for those, if you are subscribed and you are new to this podcast, welcome. And my name is D Fresh King, aka Angel Red Sapphire, and I'm an artist. I'm a recording artist. I am a podcaster. I'm also a life coach, and I also do entertain like anything in the entertainment side, and I'm also certified as a trauma therapist, and I'm also certified as a lot of things. I do anything in the entertainment field. I because I took certifications. I take a lot of certifications, and I'm also a business owner, and the list goes on. I do pretty much everything. So if you don't know who I am, now you know who I am. And I'm a I am a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I was born in November, and I'm very honest, and I'm very completely. If you get to know me more, and I'll be doing some questions. I'll be answering. I'm going to be getting some questions and answering the questions, so you guys could be able to get to know me, because this is for if you are a new subscriber. So thank you for subscribing to the podcast, so you could get to know who I am as a person, as the artist, as a recording artist, as a life coach, as a business owner, as a bishop, as a pastor. Cause I'm dipping in everything, because because I'm certified at all of it, and I use each things that I'm certified, and I put it in the way how God want me to put it in. So, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm very grateful to God that He has given me this opportunity to share what I know about certain things, because the purpose of this podcast is to share with you things that can help you in your everyday life, and that can help you in your relationship life, and in your lifestyle as well, because this is what the podcast is about. This podcast is about relationship and lifestyle, and I am very grateful to be able to put out this type of podcast where I could be able to help people who needs to know about what they need to know about life, and how to achieve it, how to gain the skills to get to where they need to be. So as you can tell by the topic, I will be telling you the signs of a toxic relationship. It could be any type of toxic relationship. It could be romantic. It could be non-romantic. So this is for romance and non-romantic. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you guys get a feel of the signs of a toxic relationship, so this can help you along the way. So when you see the signs in somebody, you will know that you will know what to do, because I will be telling you how to go about it. So I want you guys to know that from now. Let me get my glasses so I could, because I want you guys to know this, that God wants us to be to make sure that we know the difference. So once we see these things, we know what to expect. You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of whole. So, cause this podcast is based on the on the creator. You're actually hearing from what the creator thinks about this, and the creator is the Holy Spirit gave me the signs on what to look out for, because I have been through them. I have been through it, because I have been through toxic relationship, and I want to share that with you guys. And the thing, because what I did, and I'm gonna tell you this before I jump into the signs. What I did, I have been through people like toxic relationships, and I got my list, and God has His list. And then when I look at my list, and then when I look at God's list, they're both the same. And the reason why they're both the same is because I've been through it. So God knows, God made sure to write on the list so I could be able to know, because I did, because one thing with me, I said, I tell the Holy Spirit, I said, God, what do you think toxic, like, what do you think the sign of a toxic relationship is? And the Holy Spirit just gave me the list, His list, and His and my list are the same. That's why they always say great minds think alike. So I want to tell you this, that identifying toxic relationship is very crucial for maintaining a mental and emotional well-being. So I will be giving you some comprehensive signs that may indicate toxic relationships. So we're going to jump into it. The first thing is lack of communication. Communication is a big point in any relationship. For romantic and non-romantic, it's very important that you communicate with your significant other, because it's very important, and it's good to communicate with your parents or whatever, and they need to communicate with you as well. So that's very important. And for a poor communication, I'm gonna tell you this: for poor communication, you have to be consistent. There is consistent misunderstanding. That's the definition of a poor communication. That consistent misunderstanding, yet there's people don't get to, and that's the thing with people, guys. And I'm gonna tell you this: communication is so important in any type of relationship, and I want you guys to determine and to look at it. So these are the things that are toxic. The toxic one is poor communication, like consistent misunderstanding, frequent arguments, or complete silence. That is what you call poor communication. In order to have a great communication, that's why you have to listen to what people are saying. You can't just jump into conclusion. Don't And that's what the problem with people who are in a relationship or not in a relationship. You have to learn how to communicate, because communication is very important. You can't just go by what you doing. You gotta Communication is not a one-way street. It is a two-way street. And to how to avoid it, and I'm gonna tell you this. The next thing is avoidance. That's the thing. That's the next thing for toxic relationship is avoidance. Avoiding. That what avoidance is saying is that one or both partners avoid important conversation topics. So if you're talking to somebody about a topic, and then if you're talking to somebody about if somebody's I'm gonna say this way: if somebody's talking to you about a topic, and then you switch the conversation, that's what it means by avoiding a conversation. So you can't avoid people. So you cannot be avoiding people. That shows that it shows that you're not listening. It shows that you're not listening, because if you're talking to somebody about a conversation, and then they start turning it and start saying something different. You know what I mean? So yeah. The second one is controlling behavior. This make the list, the controlling behavior. Now, and a part of a controlling behavior is our over monitoring. Like, when people over monitor you, they put cameras and all that kind of stuff. That's overdoing it, and all that kind of stuff, and say what you're doing, what you did, and all of that. Checking your phone, like constantly checking on your whereabouts. Like, what you doing, with who, with what, and constantly like checking on your phone to see what you doing, what you up to, and all that kind of, and social media. That is called over monitoring. Anybody who over monitors you like this, that is toxic. That is toxic, for real. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is decision making. Decision making. Now this is very important. This is what toxic energy is. A decision making when one partner makes all the decisions without considering the other's opinions or desires. I'm going to say that again. Decision making when one partner makes all the decision without considering the other's opinions or desires. That's the thing, guys. Decision making, when you're making a decision, one person cannot make a decision for you. If you're over age, that person has to decide. Your parents cannot decide something for you, because if you're over 18, that's a different story. But if you're under 18, then your parents have to make a decision for you. But if you're over 18, you make the decision. Nobody has to make a decision. So it's up to you to make that decision, because you are over 18. Because when you're over 18, you have to decide on decision. That's how decision making come to play. So yeah. And the other thing is lack of support. That is another toxic relationship. Lack of support, meaning there is no emotional support. And I'm gonna tell you what no emotional support means. And plus, y'all already know, but some people know, some people don't know. But a no emotional support, and it's even in the words. There's no. People don't care about your emotions. That's what it is. People don't care about what your emotion is, and plus your partner dismisses your feelings or problems, or your significant other did that, or your parents dismiss your feelings and your and they don't care whatsoever. So that is one of the toxic behaviors. And the other toxic relationship behaviors that's into lack of support is undermining, and that means to belittling your achievements, goals, or dreams. That's what it means by undermining. So that's right. If you see me looking down, I got my notes and I got the thing out. The next one is constant criticism. Now, when somebody criticizes you a lot, that is a red flag. That is a sign. That is a sign of toxicity. That's a sign of toxicity. You call this There's a word for it: nitpicking. Nitpicking is frequently criticizing or blaming you for minor things, and all of this happened to me. All of these signs, I've seen the signs, and this determine who is for real and who ain't for real. So if you see that somebody frequently making a excuse me, if you see people making a conflict and blaming you for things that are very tiny, yeah, walk away. Insults are not okay. Insults, that means people are using derogatory language or hurtful comments aimed at you, and that's not right. That is not right. If you see this happening, I have a message for you. At the end of the episode, I have a message for you, because I'm gonna tell you that. Number 5 is jealousy and possessiveness. Yes, guys, jealousy and possessiveness. And I'm gonna tell you this. I will get jealous to a point, but that not in a toxic way. Excuse me, because some people do that as a toxic way, but I said I don't do those kind of stuff, because that ain't me. So you have a thing called excessive jealousy. Excessive jealousy means displaying irrational jealousy over innocent interactions. I'm going to read that. I'm going to say it again. Excessive jealousy. That means excessive jealousy. That it means that you are displaying irrational jealousy. Meaning, yeah, we know what we're talking about. over innocent interactions. The next one is isolation. That's under jealousy. Isolation. Attempting to isolate you from friends, family, or activities. This is what happened. This is one of the signs, and this happened to me because, yeah, I've seen these signs before. Okay, so the next one is ignoring boundaries. You know when somebody put down the boundaries and they violate it? That, yeah, that's not good. So when you ignore boundaries, that's bad because that's toxic. That's a toxic relationship. So ignoring boundaries, it means disrespecting your personal space, your space, personal boundaries, and privacy. You know what I mean? That's what it means by ignoring boundaries. When you ignore them, that means you are disrespecting their personal space, and you're disrespecting their personal boundaries. And there's another one that is humiliation. Humiliation. That means humiliating and embarrassing you in private or public settings. This happens to me too all the time. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this does happen to me. The person who claims to be my mother always do this, and that's just toxic. Those are toxic behavior. Those are the signs of toxic behavior. There's another one called number 7 is manipulation. Guys, I've seen this all the time. I've seen manipulation. I've been manipulated a lot. Yeah, I've been manipulated by my own in quotation family, meaning not family. So there's a word for it. It's gaslighting. No, gaslighting means making you question your reality or memories. That's what gaslighting means. You have to be questioning about everything about life, everything, and yeah. So that's what gaslighting is. And the next one is guilt tripping. Guilt tripping. This is another toxic behavior, guilt tripping. That means using guilt to manipulate you into doing things against your will. This happened to me too. And I'm going to tell you this. Same here. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. This happened to me all the time. I've been manipulated like this, but against my will. Because I have been lied on, I've been insulted, I've been manipulated, I've been all that stuff. I've been lied on. People lied on me before. They lied on me before, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Number 8, blame shifting. Now, blame shifting, blame shifting means refusal to accept responsibility. So this is another sign. Refusal to accept responsibility. That means blaming you for their mistakes or issues. Yes, guys, people will blame you for their mistakes, and this happens to me all the time. The person who claims to be my mother always blame me for stuff that she did, because she did a lot. To be honest with you, she did a lot of stuff, and then she did a lot of wrong things, and what she always do, she blamed me for stuff that she did. So that's kind of that is toxic right there. Although she's not my real mother, but that's toxic relationship. That's a toxic energy. And yeah. And the next thing is playing the victim card. Yes. Yeah, they're playing the victim card. And plus, she does the same thing. She plays the victim card. And that means always portraying themselves as the victim in every situation. And guys, this happens to me all the time. Because the lady that claims to be my mother always do this she always play the victim card, but turns out she's not the actual victim. I am the victim, because first and foremost, she's very manipulative. She lied and she lied again. It's not okay. So it's not So she got to be honest with you, she gaslight, she humiliate me, she ignore my boundaries, she invade my personal space, she did all that. She refused to take responsibility for her actions. She did all that. And for real, she did all that. The next one is unpredictability. Unpredictability. Now what that is mood swings. She, and I'm telling you, she has different mood swings. One minute she's happy, the next minute she ain't. So so mood swings mean like extreme and unpredictable mood change. Like one minute you're happy, one minute you're this. Yeah, so I'm like, whatever. The next one is inconsistency. Unreliable behavior and constant changes in plans or promises. Oh yeah, that is true. The next one is physical or emotional abuse. Physical violence. Physical violence means any form of physical harm or threat. So yeah. And the next one is emotional abuse is emotional manipulation, verbal abuse, or constant belittlement. So yeah. The next one is lack of trust. This is very important. Lack of trust. Now, lack of trust. There's a word for it. It's called distrust. Now, distrust means persistent lack of trust without reasonable cause, meaning that person don't trust you. Period. So, yeah, that's what it means. And then the next one is accusations. Frequent unfounded accusations of cheating or lying. Oh yeah, I've seen this before. I've seen it, and yeah, dependency. Dependency, like codependency, and unhealthy emotional reliable on each other, reliance on each other. Sorry, so that's what it means. Codependency means an unhealthy emotional reliance on each other. The next one is financial control. One partner controlling all the finances or restricting access to money. Yeah, that's toxic. Lack of intimacy. This is for romance. Withholding affection. When you withhold affection, but that is saying you are deliberately withholding affection, intimacy, or sex. Yeah. The next one is emotional distance. Lack of emotional connection and community. Yeah. Sorry. Wait, hold on. Okay. Wow. Yes, guys. I just said the same thing too. I'm thinking the same thing. Like when this is for romance, lack of intimacy, withholding affection, deliberate withholding affection, intimacy, or sex. Who does that? And who? And there's another thing, emotional distance. Does having a lack of connection and intimacy. Yeah, that's toxic right there. The next one is unequal effort. And there's a word for it which is imbalance. And imbalance means one partner putting in significantly more work to effort to maintain a relationship and the other person is not. Yeah. So, y'all know where I'm going with that. That's toxic. Imbalance. One partner putting in significantly more effort to maintain a relationship. Neglect. Feeling neglected or unappreciated in the relationship. That's toxic. Next one is manipulative apologies. There's a word called insincere apologies. Meaning that means apologizing without changing behavior or making the same mistakes repeatedly. This happened to, yeah. The next word is conditional apologies. Apologizing only to manipulate or control the situation. So, yep. You heard it here. That's what it means. Conditional apologies. Apologize only to manipulate or control the situation. This happened. Now, if you see this sign, number 16 is fear. This is not a word. You are walking on eggshells. That means you're constantly feeling like you have to watch what they say and watch what they do. And there's another thing, which is fear of partner. That means you are feeling afraid of your partner's reaction and behavior. So yeah. The next one is self-identity loss. That means you're losing yourself, feeling like you've lost your own identity, for your own identity or interest due to the relationship. Yep. And I'm like, wow. And this one is suppressed interest, giving up hobbies, interests, or friendships because of your partner. Don't do that. Yeah, that's toxic. The next one is that I've seen a lot lately is frequent lying. Yes, my so-called mother lies all the time, and there's a word for it: deception. Deception means constantly catch your partner in the lies of deceitful behavior, and when you caught them in a lie, they want to lie more again. What's the point? Secrets. Keeping significant secrets from each other. Number 19 is financial abuse, and that goes under control over finances. And that's what you need to do. You need to put control over your finances. Yeah. And that control over finances, that means one partner controlling all financial aspects, limiting the other's access to money. Oh, yeah. That's true. When one partner controls the financial aspects, limiting the other access to money. Yeah. The next one is financial dependency. That means forcing one partner to be financially dependent on the other. Yep. And the last one, which is negative impact on mental health. Now that's giving me a think of stress and anxiety, but that means you are increasing the stress level, anxiety or depression. Yeah, or depression due to the relationship. And the next one is loss of confidence. Loss of confidence. That means you already know what that means. But that means, wow, it's crazy. That stress, anxiety, wow. And you have loss of confidence. When somebody loses confidence in you, is not a good thing. Yeah. But this is considered toxic if they lose confidence in you. Feeling a significant drop in self-esteem or confidence. If that drop. So, if you recognize multiple signs of a toxic relationship, it may be necessary to seek help from a trusted friend, family member, or a professional counselor. Which I'm a counselor. You could, or if you want to find somebody to talk to, you could try me. And you can call me at 954-947-6852. Yep. And I want you to prioritize. Prioritize your mental and emotional well-being to crucial. Yeah. I'm like, wow. Yeah. So those are all the signs, all 20 signs. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. God bless. Deuces. And I am your host, The Fresh King, aka Angel of Fire, and aka Big Boss. And you're watching the Powerful Moments podcast. And I am signing out.